Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there. I can't tell you how important that is to meet people in the human experience. And when we look at the people that people really are drawn to and love the most, it's because somehow, no matter how far they've gone, they've learned how to meet people in the everyday. They've learned how to meet people in the little moments. They've learned how to meet people in the human experience. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And if you have not tried Glossy yet, I'm telling you, I want it to be your new favorite ritual. I worked really hard on it so that it would create results for you, whether that was major impact in how you feel when you wake up, if you feel lighter in your body, if you feel less bloated, if your skin is really glowing. I want your skin to feel hydrated. I want you to feel like you're doing something amazing for yourself every single day. Not to mention that I feel like we nailed the flavor. I think it's the best flavor on the market. It's something that truly feels so fresh and tastes real. So you guys go and check it out. It is at getglossy.com. And because you are my favorite human beings on planet Earth, because you've been so loyal listening to the podcast, you guys use code HAPPY for your first time discount. And please tell me what you think. Tell me if you wake up feeling like you've digested your food and you feel lighter in your body and your stomach feels flatter. Truly, I want to know. I want to know if you match all of the reviews that are going up on the website. And these studies on the probiotic are absolutely insane. There's 30 clinical studies, so we know that this stuff works and stays alive in your body. Not to mention the hyaluronic acid, the prickly pear, the zinc, the magnesium, the vitamin C, the coconut water powder, the pinch of sea salt. You guys, it is all the things that your body craves in the morning to feel good throughout the day. So go and check it out. I got a really incredible invite yesterday, and it was very last minute. And I was invited by a girlfriend of mine. I got an invite, a text from Jamie Kern Lima asking me if I wanted to go to a very small viewing of Ellen DeGeneres' stand-up comedy in Los Angeles. And of course, when you get a text like this and you get this opportunity to be in a very intimate small room with these people, I'm like, I only know that magic can happen. Now, I said yes. Of course, I rearranged my schedule and I drove my ass up there immediately. Not only because I know that Jamie is one of my favorite humans. She's one of the most wise people that I've ever met. You know, on top of being wise, she's generous. She's very over the top, extremely generous, and just the biggest cheerleader of women that I've ever met. She'll send me text messages just breathing life into me, and they seem to come at the most perfect time. But something that I knew right away was you rearrange your schedule and drop everything no matter what when you get to go be around people that you know have so much wisdom, and just you get to be in their magic. It's like just the way that they live is going to upgrade your DNA. And I'm not even kidding, because it's the way that they think, the way they live, and the way they view the world. And so again, rearranged the schedule and got my butt in the car and drove up to LA in crazy traffic. I think that it was just the coolest thing to be able to witness such raw talent being Ellen DeGeneres, like in a small room and watching her craft. Now, if you guys didn't know, that is how she got her start. And then she started acting. And then of course she had her show, and now she is making a bit of a comeback. And I literally love what she is coming out to the world with. So I'm very excited for people to see what she's about to do. And I wanted to be in a room with someone who has experienced so much, gone through so many things, and is so resilient. Anytime that I get to be in a room with someone who has been through multiple cancellations of themselves in their life, that is the person that I want to learn from, because I want to know how you come back from being in the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows. And to me, these are the people that I want to learn from and follow. And being in a room with someone who is just so fine-tuned and honed in on their talent and their craft, being her stand-up comedy as well, watching her timing, watching her take these small, minute, mundane topics of everyday life and make them the big things.
Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you that this podcast, Earn Your Happy, is now a part of the Growth Day Podcast Network. Truly, this is like one of the most exciting things that has ever happened to me. I'm telling you, I no longer feel like I'm doing this alone, and I actually get to collaborate with the people who host the podcast that I'm obsessed with, like that I have been listening to myself, who inspired me to start a podcast, who have taught me about how to go and do the thing, like the original people who got me motivated through listening to their podcasts. You guys, a bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and to support shows and brands that we believe in. And one of my friends are also on this network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to their show. You guys, I just had Danielle Canty on of the Boss Babe podcast. She co-hosts it with her other amazing co-host and one of my friends, Natalie Ellis. You guys, you can go check out that podcast on mine. It's episode 925, and Danielle and I talk all about burnout and how that could be showing up in your life, and most importantly, how to prevent it. But I want to tell you, if you have not gone and checked out the Boss Babe podcast yet, go subscribe, because it is one of the largest online communities for ambitious women and female entrepreneurs. And I know that if you're listening to the show, chances are that's probably you. You guys, they have 3.6 million followers and 380,000 subscribers. The Boss Babe podcast is the place where they share real, behind the scenes of building successful businesses, achieving peak performance, and learning how to balance it all. Most of all, you guys, truly, these women are in my life. Danielle and Natalie are people that I text on a weekly, monthly basis when I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel stuck. What should I do? I tune into their podcast, you guys, to learn. Even though they're my friends, I am still like crazy obsessed with this podcast because I learn something new every single time I listen. It makes me be a better podcaster. It makes me be a better businesswoman. It just makes me be better and more confident out in the world because they're so real and raw. And I can tell you that in the moments where I have had horrible days, down days, I've either gone and listened to this podcast or I've texted them because these are the people who truly get it. You want to listen to the people who are walking in the same footsteps that you are. You guys, go check out the Boss Babe podcast. You're not going to be sorry. And it's just going to like make you way smarter and you're going to have way more fun. So go check it out.
To me, this was like just watching her and learning the craft of making the little things the big things for storytelling on podcasting, for storytelling on stages, for storytelling through marketing. I can't tell you how important that is to meet people in the human experience. And when we look at the people that people really are drawn to and love the most, it's because somehow, no matter how far they've gone, they've learned how to meet people in the everyday. They've learned how to meet people in the little moments. They've learned how to meet people in the human experience. So in your life right now and in your business, I want you to think about maybe how your messaging is not necessarily hitting the mark of meeting people with where they're at or meeting people in those moments where they feel like they're stuck or in those moments where they feel like they're the only one in the situation. And I got to give a Growth Day talk today. I do a 45-minute keynote every single month into Growth Day. You guys can click in the link below if you want to test out that app for free. It's one of my favorite apps, you guys, especially if you like to journal, but you don't always have your journal with you or you travel a lot and you want it as a reminder. You can journal right in the app as well as listen to just these life-changing freaking mentors outside of myself. I'm not talking about me, but I will deliver the best that I possibly can in there for you. And I got to talk on public speaking in there. And so I love this month based on public speaking because I think communication as a whole for everyone is just one of the most important things because communication is how you relate to people. And how you relate to people is how you feel about the world. And I think the more that we can learn how to relate better to people, the more the world will reflect back that it is a connected, friendly, beautiful place. And don't get me wrong, there's haters out there and they serve their purpose. They absolutely make you get a backbone. They absolutely make you know what you stand for. They make you realize what you'll tolerate and what you won't. They'll make you realize what you think is important and what you don't. They serve a very important role in all of our lives. So I never want you to be like, oh, I don't want to do anything because of them. No, they're just getting us more dialed in, guys. They're keeping us sharp. If they weren't there, we'd be sloppy. We'd be talking about whatever, never ever worried. We wouldn't really be clear on anything. We'd be wishy-washy or we'd be trying to please everyone. We would just people please all over the place. And that doesn't get us anywhere because the more clarity we have, the more we can move forward. So I just want you to think about in your life and business, maybe where you could take the opportunity to connect a little bit more on a human level. And I practice this on a day-to-day basis in my daily life. So I don't wait for big moments to practice it. I'm like, I'll practice it at the coffee register with people while they're making my coffee. Like I'm going to try to find some common ground that I can talk to somebody on. Maybe I notice that the girl has a manicure that I think is awesome. Maybe there's some nail art and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I love that. Or, oh, whenever I'm trying to decide, like I always end up just going with the plain manicure because I can never decide, like, how do you decide or whatever. And just getting to that human level for them of, oh my God, yeah, those little moments where you are like so frazzled trying to decide because you're supposed to decide in 30 seconds and you need longer and you're frustrated and then you just say screw it and you end up going with the same old, same old. Like these are stories in your life that are so universal. But you think you're just in this experience on your own. And the second that we can connect on these stupid little moments, that is just the beauty of being a human. And that was one of the things that just got me so clear listening to Ellen's routine last night, is how many of the little moments she made really magical, and that the whole room, just for a hot second in time, felt completely connected. We were connected all on these little things and these indecisions and these moments of frustration, or these moments of humor with conversations we have with our mom, or, things that we think about, who knows, dog memes and videos, all of these things that we're all so the same, but we're looking for these giant things to connect on, when really it's these little human moments that can really deeply connect us. So thinking of this and taking it into your life and business, and where you can connect a little bit deeper with your people, with your audience, with your podcast listeners, with your people on your email. And I would love, if you tag me and send me a little message, or just send me a little message in DMs about maybe what this made you think about. Or maybe if you do end up doing this, I'd love to see what you end up doing and tag me in it. I hope that this takes this giant, enormous topic of what do I say? How do I connect with people? And remember, we have a million little moments and stories a day that are going to connect us, that are actually the things that we connect on the most. So where can you make the little things the big things? All right, I'm sending you so much love. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.